Mercedes Salas was inside Robb Elementary School that day, protecting her fourth graders as terror unfolded just across the hall. 4 years later, she's still teaching in Uvalde. In a community forever marked by tragedy, Salas says healing has come through faith, therapy, and sharing her story. Tonight, she recounts those 77 minutes and the strength it took to survive them. Here's KENS 5 reporter Zach Briggs.
Before the gunshots started going off, I heard pounding. I heard pounding, like if somebody was pounding on my door, like the rattle of my doorknob. And then I thought someone's trying to get in my room. So I started praying.
That was Mercedes Salas back in January, testifying during the trial of Adrian Gonzalez.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Adrian Gonzalez, not guilty.
The ex-Uvalde CISD police officer, acquitted on all charges of child endangerment.
So it was very painful testifying.
And she's had to relive that horror over the past 4 years. On May 24th, 2022, the movie Zootopia was playing in Salas's fourth grade classroom at Robb Elementary. Then all of a sudden, Salas pressed pause.
I heard the gunshots far from a distance, and I was like, okay, did I hear that? One of my students heard the gunshots just like me, and he locked eyes with me and he's whispered, "Gunshot." And I just nodded just to him, yes. And that's when I started thinking, oh my goodness, it's getting really, really close to us.
Immediately, Salas took action, locking the door and making sure her students got down.
I saw one of my kiddos standing, and I asked him, why are you standing? You need to get down on the floor. And as soon as I went and I grabbed him, and I said, come on, let's go down. We both went down at the same time. That's when I heard a gunshot in the hallway.
Across the hallway, rooms 111 and 112.
And I heard them screaming. And then I heard a lot of gunshots that followed those screams. The worst part was the silence. If I hear noises, I know people are okay. But silence tells me something different.
40 minutes of terror, fueled by faith. Salas remembered what her mother always told her growing up.
God hears you when you pray, and God hears you even more when there's more people praying. And that's why I asked my kids to pray as well.
And then there were frantic voices coming from outside the building.
I finally saw a baton going through the windows. And that's when I kind of looked and I said, okay, those were officers. That's when I told the kids, come on guys, let's go.
One by one, Salas helped her students get through the windows. Law enforcement on the other side. During the commotion, she accidentally cut herself on a table, not realizing until much later she was bleeding.
They're yelling at me, Mom, you gotta go. And I said, no. I went back and I'm like, no, you need to wait. I didn't make sure none of my kids stayed behind.
Ever since that tragic day, Salas has pushed to find peace within herself by going to therapy and eventually writing a book about her journey.
On the morning of May 24, 2022, Classroom 106 at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas had that feeling in it. End of year, end of something.
Salas's mother and God have given her the strength to emerge from the darkness.
I said, I went to hell, and I came out. It was very hard to come out, but I managed. Their faith through God.
Salas's love for teaching fourth grade never went away. She's now at Legacy Elementary, a school born out of the tragedy. Comforted by her students and colleagues every day, Salas longs for her story to help those who may be struggling to recognize there is a light.
Everybody goes through struggles in everyday life, and sometimes we feel we are drowning and that no one can understand us. I am praying that the book helps them in some way heal of whatever it is that they may be going through.
Zach Briggs, KENS 5.